Hello and welcome, our wonderful travel advisors. We are so excited to have Mario back from Viking Cruises. How you doing today, Mario?
I'm great. It's Friday and very excited to share all the updates from Viking to the entire travel community that you have here. So, yeah, doing really well. Super excited. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, thanks for joining us, Mario. And just before you get started, if you guys have questions, please put those in the comments section of the chat you're in, and we will save those for Q&A if we have time. And if not, we will show you where to get those questions answered, as well as this is recorded and you can watch this back at your leisure anytime in the trainings hub of your Travel Cafe website under Viking. So you just have to go to the Travel Cafe website, trainings hub, look under suppliers and click on Viking and it'll be right there for you. So without further ado, Mario, we're so excited with what you have to share today.
Thank you, Amanda, and hi everyone again. I thought we are getting towards the end of the year, last quarter before the end of 2025. I can't believe it. So, I thought we'd just give you today some updates, and our presentation is about why we believe that we are your best business partner, which means how we can help you here at Viking grow your business and maybe find new clients that have not worked with you. What we'll cover today will be a couple of topics: why partner with Viking. We'll talk about our market and our client, how you become a Viking expert, how do you go find those Vikings out there in your communities, in your markets. Lastly, build a big Viking business strategy. We do have some great sales tools on our travel agent portal, so we'll talk about that. And just some great, wonderful ideas that maybe will get you your brainstorming energy going and thinking about where you can go market yourself. And just creative ideas that we have implemented with successful travel advisors. So to start off, I always like to recap the Viking product, who we are today in 2025, 28 years later since we started the company. We just don't do rivers. That's what people know us for, but we also do ocean cruises. We do river cruising in the US, the Mississippi, and we also have the polar destinations with Antarctica, the Arctic, and the Great Lakes. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you all understand about our brand is that we are one Viking. We are consistent across the board. We deliver the same inclusions, the same level of experience. And this is why 53% of our guests are past guests. They love us. Once they try Viking, they typically come back time and time again. And they also tell their friends to book with their favorite travel advisor, which is you, their next Viking cruise. So why partner with Viking? I like to talk about big picture. Where is the money? Where is the business coming from, right? Who is our target demographic? We have really invested a lot of money and efforts in learning our client from surveys on board, but also when they have not sailed on Viking, we invest in list and have a very targeted demographic. So, who are the Vikings? They're one of the fastest growing populations, 55 years of age or older. They're close to retirement or retire. So, they have the money and the time to travel the world. They obviously are very lucrative clients, baby boomers. They spend billions of dollars now. They're spending three times more than any other generation in travel every year. Commissions are fantastic. Just a reminder, a Viking, we pay commission on everything. There are no NCFs. And of course, that client is very unique. They're not typically going to look for the big ship experience. Maybe they have done that before, but now they're ready for a small ship experience that is easy for them and convenient. The product that we deliver has been customized for the very specific clientele. This is why we have been so successful. We're very proud of our awards here earned through rivers, oceans, and expeditions. This makes us very proud because that means our clients are satisfied and we are exceeding expectations for them when they go on our ships. Because if we have one World of Viking, we also have that opportunity for you to cross sell the product, right? You can start a client on a Viking river cruise experience to try it out, to have that small ship experience in Europe. And then the next year, they might try the oceans and then the expeditions going to Antarctica, maybe. Uh, or maybe do an exotic destination like Vietnam, Cambodia, or Egypt. We also have, of course, the Mississippi. So you keep that client with that same consistent Viking experience, and you have many offerings to give them. Just as an FYI, how many ships do we have? The company started with only 4 ships that were purchased by from a different company in 1987. Just 2 days ago, so if you're watching this live, 2 days ago, we christened our 100th ship. We have 100 ships currently being operated, or we are selling into those ships that are going to be available in the next couple of years. So 100 ships, and luckily we are pretty full with all of them. So the opportunity is there for you, for all of you, to sell more, to go find Vikings, and to grow your business and earn those great commissions. Just as a product overview, um, if you have not sold Viking yet, please focus on the basics of the brand. Small ships, destination focus. We are adults only, no children under 18, and we are truly an all-inclusive experience. There are a few things that I'll go over that are not included, but essentially an all-inclusive experience that makes it very convenient and offers a great value for clients. What you're seeing here are some images of our river ships. Our design is always that Scandinavian clean look, streamlined designs, light woods, light marbles. This is the atrium and lobby of our Viking longships or river ships, which are all sister ships. We have 82 of them, and they are designed exactly the same because that allows us to have that consistency for our guests. When a Viking guest comes on the ship, they should feel like home away from home. That is the feeling, that is the design, that is also the atmosphere from our crew that are so friendly with them and they pay attention to every detail. And in terms of coming back again and again, it is comfortable. It doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels welcoming. And going back to why we have sister ships, well, they don't have to learn a new deck plan. They don't have to worry about where the venues are. They know exactly where to go because they're all sister ships. And they all look immaculate. They look beautiful. Doesn't matter when they were built. Every winter, those Viking longships are going through renovations and being kept up and beautiful and clean. So that's the Viking longship. Let's talk about inclusions because I want to make sure that the big part of you selling Viking will be the value of the all-inclusive experience. So we include one shore excursion in every city with a local guide. You don't have to pay extra for that. Highlights of the city tours. We also include all the meals, specialty dining, and culinary programs based on the destination are included. Wine, beer, soft drinks with the meals are also included. We also include port taxes and fees. Water replenished daily, coffees, teas throughout the ship are available. There are only 3 items that you have to be aware of that are not included for your clients when you're selling Viking. Number one, There are 5 to 20 optional excursions that are a deeper dive into the destination in every port. So clients will have many options to really customize their experience, right? So if they are in Vienna and they want to have a classical concert hall experience for Mozart and Strauss, that will be an optional excursion they can purchase. If you are into wine, instead of doing that concert hall, you do the wine tasting experience along the Danube. So there are quite a few options in every port. Remember, we include one, and then there will be quite a few options as an extra excursion. There will be additional cost. Item number two, gratuities. Gratuities are not included on Viking. You can prepay them for your clients and take care of that service, or they can take care of them on board the ship. And lastly, drinks, beverages. We do include wine, beer, soft drinks during the meals. Free flowing, there really isn't a cap on those if your clients are asking. Outside of the meals, if they want cocktails, then they can purchase by the glass. They're very reasonably priced, $9, $10, $12 for cocktails, glass of wine, beer. Or if you know your clients will consume alcoholic beverages, make sure that you're adding the beverage package to their booking. It is only $27 per person per day. It is the best value in the industry. That applies to rivers as well as our ocean cruising and expedition. So across the board, $27 per person per day will get them a full access to the bar, unlimited cocktails, wines, beers, top shelf liquor. And then the staterooms for our Viking longships, the river ships, as you can see, very comfortable, very airy. Those views looking out to the destination. If you have never sold a river cruise before, what's beautiful about it is that you unpack once and you're always seeing beautiful, scenic landscapes, castles on the hills, a view with no motion sickness, very smooth waters, and an intimate experience. They're just great. Okay, these are your three best friends, guys. Our top sellers here at Viking, it is typically the first itineraries that our first time Viking cruisers will try. And again, they're rivers. Rhine Getaway. If you have ever watched commercials or videos on river cruising, you might have seen the castles on the hills. That is the Middle Rhine River. And that's what people are thinking about when they think of river cruise. 8 days, Amsterdam to Basel. Now, I won't get into too much detail and overwhelm you with the programs. What I do want you to remember is use the Viking.com website for content and information on all of these. I highly suggest that for these three, as a homework, please go to the website, look them up, and just get acquainted with those programs. Okay, these are our top three sellers. Rhine Getaway, 8 days, Amsterdam to Basel, or the opposite direction with river cruising. We can offer either direction. Romantic Danube is our second one, most popular program. Regensburg to Budapest, the Blue Danube, Passau, Vienna, Budapest. Fantastic program. It is my favorite, personal favorite, just because I have enjoyed Budapest, Hungary so much. It's a beautiful city. And from this program, you can do extensions to Prague or Nuremberg, which brings a great point. Do not forget about selling extensions, hotel extensions before or after the cruise. It is going to go a long way for your clients to arrive early to a destination or extend before or after the cruise. Okay, so Prague is a perfect example. When you do the Danube, you gotta do Prague. And we have it all packaged together for you here at Viking, so you can book it through Viking. And of course, it is commissionable. And then the last one, we are seeing a trend recently of the longer cruises. Clients are flying all the way to Europe. They're saying it's a great value. I have the time. Might as well go for the Grand European Tour, which combines the Rhine and the Danube. 15 days, 2 weeks, and they get to enjoy the best of both rivers, right? Those programs that are 2 weeks or longer typically also have some great offers like free air promotions uh, for those specific programs because they are longer cruises, so a higher value and a higher commission for all of you as well. Just a few other destinations. Maybe if you have clients that are interested in wine and culinary programs, I recommend Paris and the heart of Normandy. It's a round trip Paris program, fantastic or floating hotel. Your river ship is just docked 5 minute walk from the Eiffel Tower. So even for clients that have never been to Paris and they want to spend some great time in the city, honestly, a river cruise is a fantastic way to do it and a great value for them. We also have another program in the south of France, Lyon to Provence, 8 days. You can also recommend that one to your clients. And recently, very trendy destination, Portugal. We do have a Portugal's River of Gold 10-day program, Lisbon to Porto, along the Douro River. So those are the three top recommendations for that wine client that likes to have that Epicurean experience in Europe. Okay, moving on to ocean. Just a few updates here. We are now at 11 ships on the ocean. The best way to describe our brand on the ocean side is we applied everything that worked really well for the rivers to the ocean product. Streamlined designs, quiet spaces, small, intimate experiences. Our ships are only less than 1,000 guests capacity, so there are no crowds. You're not overwhelmed and overstimulated with everything that's going on in a big ship. The whole concept is Viking is quiet, serene, enjoy the destination with a beautiful floating hotel that we have available. And again, very elegant touches, beautiful ships, very clean and very airy, welcoming. It doesn't feel too overwhelming, but you can definitely see that it is an elevated experience in terms of your typical big ship cruising. Staterooms, we start with full verandas and above, so we don't have inside staterooms or ocean views. That's one of the big differences with our Viking ocean ships. Full balconies, and it just gets better. So there are no bad staterooms on a Viking ocean vessel, and every stateroom has all the beautiful amenities: heated floors, walk-in showers, anti-fog mirrors, really any amenity that a client may need to be very comfortable as you are cruising and exploring a new destination. Now we do have the same inclusions, just to kind of reiterate. Our inclusions with the ocean really is what sets us apart. Include a guided tour in every city. That's a big one. You don't have to pay extra to see the highlights of Barcelona, the highlights of Rome. Those will be available and included. All the meals, specialty dining is included. Spa fees do not exist on Viking. We include the spa and the fitness center. We also have all the culinary programs on board, enrichment programs, and entertainment on board are included. We really don't pay anything extra. Wi-Fi is included. You don't have to pay for that internet package. I just recently did a 7,000 passenger cruise with my family, and it was a big bill at the end just by using the Wi-Fi, right? You don't have that case with Viking that is included. If we talk about the destinations that we offer with Viking Ocean, we have the world, but we are very heavy with Europe as well. British Isles Explorer 15 days is our top seller. Number two is the Mediterranean, which we do offer throughout the year. So if clients want to try Viking and maybe they are concerned about their budget, I would recommend a quiet season Mediterranean cruise. So that means fall and winter when, yes, the weather might be a little bit rainy and chilly, but you won't be dealing with tourists and the heat in those big cities and really get to enjoy the destination, which is what we are known for here at Viking. So maybe just a recommendation for all of you to sell Viking Ocean. Maybe start them with the Mediterranean 8-day or 13-day program like this one here. And then we also have the Scandinavian countries with Viking Homelands. That is also very popular here at Viking, 15 days. Now, before I move on, I want to make sure that I mention one of our biggest tips that I have for you. We have all these beautiful itineraries. Our clients really look at the map of the world, they see the destinations, they look at our itineraries and ports of call, and that's why they're going on Viking. They're going to see those beautiful places and destinations in a comfortable way. What I'll tell you is my tip to all of you: follow the Viking marketing. If you see any featured itineraries on the newsletters that I send to you, any promotions on specific voyages, or anything that's featured on our main website, Viking.com, or if you are signed up to our emails, right, from our marketing team, then that means that is also going out to clients, that is also going out to the millions of prospects that we have in our database. So follow it and post it on your social media, send it on a newsletter, send it out to those potential clients that you think might be good Viking guests. And I say that because whenever you see that marketing, that means we have the space, we have a great offer for them, and that will be an opportunity for you to sell. And again, we want you to capitalize on that opportunity and get some great commissions, right? Other programs, mainly the Mediterranean. I mentioned the Mediterranean Odyssey, Empires of the Mediterranean, that is Venice to Athens, 15 days, Athens to Venice, 22 days, Barcelona, all the way to Ephesus, Turkey, around Greece, and up to Venice. There are quite a few. I won't overwhelm you with all of them. If you are interested, click on our website, check some of those programs, and check our marketing so that you can promote it to your clients. But as you can see, the biggest point here is lots of ports, lots of inclusions. It is all about the destination here for our Viking clients. Okay, and lastly, I will give you a quick update on the Antarctic and expedition programs. These are beautiful ships that are the perfect size between the river ships and the ocean ships. Only 378 guests. They were built to learn and explore the polar destinations, Antarctica and the Arctic. We also offer the Great Lakes with this type of vessel. And we have labs on board, some great equipment in our hangar. We have boats, zodiacs, kayaking, all of that is included. We even have an opportunity for an underwater submersible experience when we are going to those destinations. So this product here is for that client that it is still very active and an adventurer. They want to see those places they have not been to, and maybe they thought Antarctica is out of their range. Maybe they don't feel like they have the fitness to go there. Well, here at Viking, we offer the option to do it in a very comfortable upscale experience. Spas, beautiful designs on the ships, Nordic balconies to enjoy that destination, enrichment programs on board, pools, indoor pools to enjoy as we are exploring. Dining is fantastic. We also have some great dining, just like the ocean does, all inclusive. Same inclusions, all a great value and a great way to see Antarctica and the Arctic, and lastly the Great Lakes as well. Those are the three destinations. Just a quick look at those. Antarctic Explorer, 13 days. The best time to go to Antarctica will be November through March, which is typically the best summer months in South America. That's when we offer that 13-day program, which includes pre-hotel stay in Buenos Aires before we charter a flight down to Ushuaia to get on the ship and cross the Drake Passage and spend 5 days exploring Antarctica before we return back. Then in March, the same ships. We have two ships of the expedition. Those same ships are repositioned and we bring them up to the Great Lakes. April through September, we offer Great Lake expeditions. And as you can see, not many cruise lines are doing this. We explore all 5 Great Lakes. We go to places like Toronto, Cleveland, Windsor. We go to Mackinac Island, Michigan. That's a highlight of this program. People love going to Mackinac Island. where there is no cars, right? Thunder Bay, Duluth. Uh, we go to Detroit on some of the programs. So our season there in the Great Lakes, April through September. Now, who is the client that is doing these? Clients are looking for fun new ships, but also might not want to travel too far, right? So closer to home destinations. This is a special one for them and very nice for those folks that don't want to have a long flight to a destination. And lastly, in September and August and September, we are offering Arctic into the into the Northwest Passage, 13 days out of Nuuk, Greenland. That's right, Nuuk to Nuuk round trips, and instead of going to find penguins like you would in Antarctica, you go and try to see polar bears and explore the Canadian Arctic. So that those are the three destinations with expedition. Okay, so this is the fun part. We are going to give you some selling tips on small ship cruising. Why small ship cruising? Oops. Here we go. So just features of our ships. For river cruising, 190 passengers, less than 200 guests. That makes it a very intimate experience. You get to see every one of our guests on board, make friends, and taking clients to multiple cities on one same vacation. We're going to be docking in the heart of the destinations as well. The beautiful thing about cruising, packing and unpacking only once with Viking cultural immersive experiences. So you mix beautiful cosmopolitan cities like Paris and Amsterdam with the small villages that really give you an immersive experience in those countries. Smooth waters, no seasickness, inclusive value, onboard enrichment, and destination focused dining, all included, right? So these are the benefits of a river cruise experience with Viking. We move on to the ocean, small ship experiences, under 1,000 passengers. Now, these are the big no's. You might be seeing these on our website and our marketing. There are no lines, there are no kids, no casinos, no nickel and diming. Now, remember, this is because this is what our guests want. That demographic that we talked about earlier, 55 plus, this is what they want, and we at Viking have customized that experience for them. Those features on the ship also feel like a more residential style. We have living rooms. It feels like home away from home where our clients can simply relax. By the way, on that same note, there are no formal nights on Viking. We don't do the tuxedos or the big gowns. Clients are enjoying their vacation. Just relax and enjoy. In the specialty dining, our guests do tend to dress up a little bit. We recommend country club casual, but there really isn't an enforced dress code on the ship. So it's very relaxing and laid back. Destination focus, more place or more time in the port, less days at sea, and no tendering. That's important for Viking. Onshore and onboard enrichment, we have PhDs, historians that come on the ship, and there are lecturers that really give fantastic lectures on the history, the art, the cultural experiences of each destination. And again, one way to describe it is the thinking person's cruise. That's an easy phrase that was coined by our chairman. He believes that there was not an experience out there in the industry that gave a thinking person's cruise experience to learn, right, to enrich, to really dive into the destinations. Dining is fantastic, always available, always at no additional charge included. And like I mentioned before, regional wines and beers will be included as well. The value, Wi-Fi, port taxes, shore excursions. That's really how you sell the Viking Ocean experience. And lastly, there are no bad staterooms or veranda staterooms and above. Okay, so how do you qualify and identify your Viking guest? Again, let's cover what we know about Viking guests. They are curious and active, they're affluent. On that note, they are spending on average $20,000 per trip, but absolutely more than $8,000 per trip. So that's kind of a nice a filter that you can use when you qualify your clients. They are English speaking. We have customized a full English speaking experience. And we have a saying here at Viking, we don't try to be everything to everyone. We know exactly who our guest is and we deliver that experience. So English speaking experience. Our guests are 55 plus. They are retired or close to retirement, and they're interested in learning history, science, cultural, and art as you visit different countries. Um, they have the money, they have the disposable income, they have the time, and the desire to go and evolve and travel through those destinations and really get to immerse themselves. Now, one thing that I don't have here that will help you identify Viking, I have a top advisor, and I learned this from her actually. She says to her clients, "Why do I love Viking?" What I always say, "What do you want to travel with kids or no kids?" And if your response is, "I'd rather have a relaxing vacation with no children running around on the ship," then this is the reason why. And that could be an easy qualifier for you for your clients when you're having your conversations with them. If you have clients already in your database that you know have cruised before, here's a great information for all of you. We know that most of our clients have sailed on big ships and they are trying us for the small ship experience. They now have experienced big ships. They want that intimate experience. They want the no kids. They want the all inclusive. If you have clients that book a lot of verandas in the mass market contemporary cruise lines, or if you have any clients in the premium cruise line market, or if you have clients in the luxury market, then talk to them about Viking. That is a great market that we know are attracted to river cruising and small ship cruising. I do recommend that you always talk to them about planning ahead. Our booking window is between 12 to 18 months out. Uh, and and pricing does go up as you get closer. So you want to book early when you are talking to these folks. But just a great market to talk to. If you have a list already with these clients going on these type of cruises, please, I encourage you to send them a little bit information on Viking as well. By the way, let's go back. I say this because these are the people that we're focusing on here at Viking. So our marketing is going to them anyways. And all of our marketing pieces do say contact your travel advisor. But if they don't know that you are booking Viking and you are a Viking expert, they most likely will contact Viking directly or contact another agent that does sell Viking, has marketed themselves as Viking. Okay, so that's the reason why I also tell you, please, I encourage you to send information on Viking to these folks that are already in your database. Okay, so how do we chart ourselves for success? What are other travel advisors that are doing a lot of business and have really utilized the Viking brand to grow their business? What are they doing? Well, here are a couple of talking points and ideas. They're all marketing strategies. At one point next year, we're really going to focus on complete training on how to market yourself. But I hope that I'm giving you some ideas and encouragement to go find that business, right? So first and foremost, you have to become a Viking certified expert. That means you have to complete our training on our travel agent portal. I'll show you that slide in a few moments. Second, work with me, your business development manager or director of business development, and we can do an annual business strategy, a marketing plan. And you start thinking about where are we going to find those Viking clients in your community, in your network, in your database. And we come up with a marketing plan together. I am here to support you so we can set up a 1 hour call, one on one, and we can share some ideas and brainstorm about putting that marketing plan together. Your goal should be to build and enhance your Viking database. So from today, when you're watching this, I hope that you're thinking already who that Viking client is. You probably have some of them already in your database, or maybe in your social media. Write it down. If it's 3 names, fantastic. Start with those 3 names. If it is 10 names, wonderful. Start with those 10 names. Start building and enhancing that Viking database. Number 4, I think this is the most important part. Viking, we kind of joke here at Viking, we say we are a marketing company that happens to sell cruises, but you can leverage that marketing machine for you. Make it work for you, right? So have that Viking brand open doors for you, whether it is starting a Viking group on your Facebook and social media, whether it is starting a Viking newsletter on your marketing strategy. Leverage as much as possible that Viking brand to help you open those doors and opportunities. Highly recommend you develop a social media strategy. I'll tell you that our demographic loves Facebook, but they also are watching YouTube videos on cruising and travel. So those are the 2 platforms that I can tell you are where most of our Vikings are consuming the travel news, and we can sell them you as their Viking expert. Number 6, if there are opportunities for in-person events or even virtual events to capitalize on the Viking brand and you, I am here to help you out. That is our number 1 program that works so well. Hosting an event, saying here's what you book with your travel agent, travel advisor that invited you to this event. We talk about Viking, we answer their questions. Typically, they are writing notes on the brochure they received from Viking in the mail. So let's talk about that if you're interested. And number 7, host a Viking group. I think that's a really easy opportunity for you. You do have to plan early, but you can absolutely use that to market yourself and brand yourself as as the Viking expert. So host a group, don't be shy, and let's talk about that if you are interested. Okay, the Travel Agent Academy, that's step number 1. Please go to viking.com/advisor and complete your training. We give you some great incentives, and of course, it will make you the expert in Viking. On that same travel agent portal, we have other tools. You have a full booking engine. You have a marketing center with flyer and other resources that you can utilize. And you can even create a co-branded website, which is a fantastic way to get some leads and use that as your link to access those Viking clients, right? So you have all these tools. If you have a chance, please work on these. Play around with the tools that might be best for you and your business. And if you have questions, please reach out to me. More of the marketing. These are just the collateral that we have available for you. There's also a separate website, Viking.tv. We have some great content. We also have some great YouTube channels, Instagram, and Facebook. Please do follow us and maybe just share some of the content that we are sharing there to market yourself to those Viking clients. The last piece of this, Viking Cruise Events. I told you that this is our number 1 return on investment program. This is what top travel advisors are doing. And there are just some great creative ways that we have seen this work. We have hosted, just me personally this year, have hosted 95 cruise nights this year with travel advisors that have found Vikings and they want to grow their market in their business, and I will come to you to do an event. The events do a couple things. They really grow your brand recognition, right? Your brand as a Viking expert. We also get bookings every time. Typically, a Viking event is attended by a pre-qualified client that has received the brochures, that is interested in doing event. I'm sorry, in doing a cruise event with Viking, and they are just ready to pull the trigger. They just need the little extra push and the expert to work with, which will be you. Um, we can talk about very different venues and places that we have hosted. So let me give you some ideas here. Our best ideas: Oktoberfest theme shows. These are always great. We go to Germany, we have fun. If you have a local place where you can do something like this, fantastic idea. Please go ahead and do it. Reach out to me if you have questions, okay? We have done sip and sell events. Why not? Have a nice wine night with some hors d'oeuvres, some nice cheese platters. We invite 30, 40 of your clients. They show up. We get bookings. We make it a fun event for them, and we're promoting you as the Viking expert. We also have partnerships with nonprofits in the field of arts. So this is a nice example. One of my colleagues hosted a nice event at the Grammys Museum um, with a local travel agent. So there, here's the important part of this: the museum had a list of donors and members that were absolutely affluent and potential travelers on Viking, right? So they were promoting that event on their newsletter, and that's really what makes the partnership so successful for you. That's what you want. You want those venues and those small businesses to also promote the event, so you can tap into new clients and new prospects that are not booking through you. These are always fun and easy. The wine, we did a wine passport, different areas of the world where we traveled to, and they had to come visit. And we had just a quick talk on what destinations and what kind of product we have in those places. So just fun ideas, right? They have really worked well. All of these require, of course, some work, require some commitment and co-op, which we will support you with. It pays off. We get business. So that's why we keep doing them. Okay. This is why we do them so often, because we always get business out of these. Okay. So hopefully I gave you some ideas. When you go back to your offices after you watch the training. Just a quick reminder, we do have a partner of the month, I call it. It's not official, but we have an offer for you for the next 2 weeks, since we are doing the training and the webinar today. So it's through November 9th, an additional $200 per stateroom shipboard credit for any voyage that you book during this booking window, October 24th through November 9th. Okay, and with that, I thank you for your partnership. Oh, sorry about that. Um, please, Amanda, if you have anybody that has asked the questions, please let me know, and I'm happy
Perfect.
to answer them.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Would you mind going full screen on that deal again, the partner of the month deal, so we could see it
Yeah.
full?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No,
Here you
you're
go.
good. Thank you. Awesome. So we do have some questions. The first question was, I have clients wanting to do Christmas markets. What would you recommend, and where are the ports that are good for people coming from Florida?
Yeah, great question. Christmas markets are very popular. Rhine and Danube are truly the best ones, in my opinion. We offer them the last 5 weeks of the year, because that's when the Christmas markets are set up in Europe, in all these beautiful towns. And essentially, if you are sailing during that Christmas market season, right? So we actually have itineraries called Christmas markets. Christmas markets on the Rhine, Christmas markets on the Danube. Um, you will see and experience Christmas markets every port, essentially, right? Starting last week of November through Christmas week, or right before. Some markets do close during Christmas week, so just be aware of that. So out of Florida, really going on the Rhine from flying into Amsterdam and coming back from Basel, Switzerland, that will be my number one recommendation. Number two, the flying into Munich, going to Regensburg to the Danube, and flying back from Budapest. Um, they have to book early, just because we have very limited window when we can go. For this year, I'll tell you, we essentially are sold out. this is the time to book for 2026 Christmas markets.
Perfect. Okay. Next question is no, we answered that one during, so I'm gonna skip this question. Uh do we have contact information for you on one of your slides, or should I just tell them to go to the Travel Cafe website?
Uh, yeah, I should have put that up there, right?
I'm not I think we have well, we have your contact information on the Travel Cafe website, and you can go ahead, go to
Yes.
suppliers and click on Viking, and his contact information is right there. So if you guys need it, feel free to reach out to him to the things he did tell you about and offer you guys. So that is in there in the Travel Cafe website. Perfect. Next question is, if we are in a city where one of the river ships stops, is it possible to schedule a tour of the ship while it's docked as a travel advisor?
Great question. So we do not schedule the visits. We don't really do have schedule ship tours. Unfortunately, this is a kind of a result of COVID. However, here's what I recommend: if you are in port and you see a Viking longship, uh, bring your business card with you always, right, when you travel, and just go on board the ship. Typically, I would recommend during the day when our guests are off the ship and exploring and going on their tours, and just talk to the front desk and say, "I'm a travel advisor. I sell Viking. Would it be okay to take a quick tour of the ship? Bring your business card." And typically, they're going to let you as long as we don't have any challenges with logistics, and as long as you're not showing up 5 minutes before we have to depart the dock, right, the port, they should be able to let you do a quick tour of the ship. And I highly recommend it if you have not seen a Viking longship and you are in the cities where you see one of them. Try to take a quick look at the ships and tour.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Mario, and thank you, travel advisors, for joining us today. That's all the time we have. But if you guys think of any other questions or you need to reach out, feel free to reach out to us at Archer Travel. We're open Monday, Friday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or you can go to their Viking TA portal or reach out to the Viking support team for some of your questions as well. As well, I really recommend going to the portal because it has a lot of information on there. This training is recorded, and you can review this whole thing from the beginning in the training sub of your Travel Cafe website. Or if you're joining us on a channel right now, you can just wait for this video to end, and then right after we end it, you can go and review it again. So it's right there for you. Mario, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else that you would like to add before we close this out?
No, no, thank you very much, Amanda. I appreciate the time, and thank you, everyone. Good luck with your businesses. Go find those Vikings. Cannot wait to work with all of you. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. And look forward to working with you.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you everyone for joining us. Bye.